So I kind of suck. Her moving jaw cannot work quite as well now because I have discovered a problem. So by lining the inside of the eyes here, I made it tighter for some reason, and it was very uncomfortable, like a boa constrictor for your face. Except now I wish I haven't thought of that. So her moving jaw does not work quite as well now. I have a slit in the back. So you can see the Deidre's pin sticking out there, but yeah, there is a slit in the back now. So I cut that in there, and there's a piece of elastic about this big. So the reason I put that in there, now it's a lot more comfortable. It's a lot more loose. So it's a lot more comfortable for my face, which is the main part. So if I don't need the moving jaw to be working at the moment, I have this little clip that I have here in case I need to use the moving jaw. So it doesn't work very good. It's not very sensitive anymore, so it won't like work as well now, but it still works. I just have to really, really open my mouth up like as much as it will go just to get it to open. But you see, I re-added this strap here after taking it off because that's how I can get it to work better. So I can open my mouth, but then I can't really talk. So it's still kind of a big work in progress here because when I'm opening my mouth like that, I can't really talk. And I'm going like that, otherwise it sounds all stupid and stuff, so problem. Okay, so I'm hoping to figure out a way to get the moving jaw to work better, at least so I don't have to open my mouth crazy wide when I'm trying to get it to move, because then otherwise it looks really weird when I'm trying to talk like that. Or should I say sound? Yeah, it sounds really weird. Like I've got a big turkey stuck in my mouth or something. But yeah, I will try and figure out a way to get that done. And so her eyes are not attached in there. So they're not glued in yet. I'm going to glue those in later. So, see, there's this EVA foam piece here. So I'm figuring out if there's a way I can alter that in order to make the moving jaw work again, because I absolutely would love that. She has very big ears. I've banged into the doors with them, but they're adorable, so they're gonna stay. And I have been working on this for a while now, like a few days. I had 3D printed this skull. I have a 3D printed. That's what her eyes are done with. So this skull is cool and all, except when you put it on, the bottom parts of these jaws, which I had chopped off to try and make it work, but I like dig into the backs of your ears, and it's just really tight and uncomfortable. So what I did in hopes to solve that problem is I made a duct tape pattern like I would for a fursuit head. I made a duct tape pattern covered in saran, then duct tape, to make an EVA foam pattern similar to that skull. So here it is so far. Let's see if we can fit on Nika. It fits on my Nika. Now she's a scary child. So it's still, yeah, that's a big problem. Yes, my eyes, oh yes, my eyes just casually fall out. Totally a normal thing. Yeah, so that's a problem. That will be fixed once her eyes are glued in, but I kind of run a rework behind her. So the skull here, it's actually really comfortable. I am I have not really worked with EVA foam before, besides like I cut out the shape for her ears, and I have the little piece there. And I had tried with working with EVA previously, but it didn't really work out too great. So there right now is just a bunch of random scraps of EVA in my thing. So with this skull, it's not the best pattern. It's kind of uneven, and that skull in the first place was not very symmetrical. So I'm trying to just get it to look decent. So I think the eyes need some work. But yeah, so I've been working on that. These are the pieces for the lower jaw. This lump here. So I will still need to work on those. As for some more project updates, because this is kind of just everything crammed into one, we have this beautiful Dynamask right here. I had painted it, and I have been reworking it for the past week or so, making it just overall better. I have changed the eyes, so the eyes are now, they have a bigger rim around them. It's not complete. I still got some more painting and touch-ups to do on here. Now she's got the 3 stripes down her cheek. I did the rim around for the lips. The Sharpie is in here to keep her mouth open. And on the other side there's the 3 dots and kind of the curling eyelash like marking down on here. And I did on the top, I got this really cool looking effect here by kind of dry brushing paint on there. And I made a very like mostly water thing. That's how it, I don't know if the camera isn't, the lighting in here isn't too good, but it's kind of blue tinted, the white in parts of it. Kind of just to give it extra texture and depth. As for the teeth, I think I might need one more coat still on here. There are like I'm needing like 15 coats on here of the paint for the teeth. So, and she still got these prongs in here from the mask part that comes in there, but that's very uncomfortable. I've since thrown that away. So my dad has a my dad has a tool called a Dremel, so he will be able to help me get those things out of there. Kind of just cut through those plastic prongs and remove them, as well as the remaining bit of the chin strap thing, which I also have removed and am going to replace with a much better alternative, so it'll be a lot more comfortable. And an update on Starburst is the pile is kind of risky to bring over right now, so yeah, so that pile right here, Starburst is getting a well-needed new pair of paws. Starburst paws are kind of not very good right now. I'm using the fursuit's 4-finger paw pattern from Etsy. It was about $8 or something like that. I really recommend it. I have not yet sewn the pattern together, except I read I absolutely would recommend that pattern. It is well worth it. There's also a 5-finger one, which has 5 fingers that I also purchased from Etsy for, they were only like anywhere around $6 to $8. Like, price changes a bit occasionally. I totally recommend those because, as you can see, I will grab Starburst's old paws here. These are Starburst's old paws. I accidentally made 2 left ones, so that's uncomfortable. The paw pads are kind of just cut out of the fabric and sewn not on top. The fur direction is all wrong. They're quite uncomfortable and tight. no definition to those beams or anything. So Starburst definitely deserves a new pair of paws. And I don't know, I will see if there is anything else update-wise that I have been working on, because this is kind of an update video, I think. I have this cheap mannequin head thing. It was a styrofoam one, I think. I wrapped it up in duct tape, and then I wrapped it up in tin foil, because these things, I don't recommend buying one of those things unless you can find a way to get them decent, because even now, when it bulked up a ton, it's still like at least several inches smaller than my head size, and I don't even think I have a super big head or anything. But so it took a lot of tin foil and a lot of duct tape and this plastic bin thing, but at least I have a mannequin head to work off of now, because trust me, it is definitely worth it to get some sort of mannequin head and try to make it at least some sort of accurate size, because otherwise it is a big pain in the butt, as I learned with Starburst. It is very painful to try and get it to fit your head without building it off your head, which you really want to be cutting foam and putting pins on your actual head when it's on your head. No, you don't, because that would be very painful. As for another thing, I'm kind of disappointed because I sewed the eye on wrong or something, so it looks kind of lopsided. This is going to be an adorable plush Laverne. I did it at, I think it was half size. So this is a pattern from Trolley Night on Etsy. I would recommend those patterns too. They have all sorts of different options and stuff for it. I had gotten the Laverne and Dragon one and the Long Dragon one. There's also a backpack one that I had gotten and a scarf too. So they are really adorable, like a chibi style, and they're very adorable looking. And I think the most expensive the pattern is like $10, so it's a really good price as well. And for the Laverne and Dragon one, that one I'm using, there's a free add-on for Wings of Fire. So you could, if you've ever heard of that book series, I love that book series. But so there's an add-on for Wings of Fire, so it includes a whole new head shapes, a bunch of wing and tail options, and it is really awesome. I would totally recommend doing that. I will try and put a link in the description for her website, because it has a link to the Etsy. And I don't have anything else I have been working on that I can think of right now. Art, of course, I have been doing a lot of. I do have these colored pencil ones that I did recently. The lighting here is not good, but this is a gift from my friend Azur. This is a dragon. Explanation not necessary. And this is, well, you're never gonna guess what this is. It's another dragon. Because I draw a lot of dragons, my friend, as you will learn as I'm posting more art updates. Guaranteed there's going to be a lot of dragons in there, my friend.